Alright guys, well 2 weeks later, it's still here. Let's go sit in the garage and talk. What's up guys, welcome back to Jersey Nick Moto. I hope the lighting isn't too bad in here. But as you can see, it's definitely not riding weather. The girls are hibernating. But I figure I'd check in and talk to you guys. I know a lot of my videos haven't been too recent lately. And this one I'm recording on, I think it's February 13th. And you're probably seeing this about 2 weeks later, but that's a little more recent than the other stuff I've been posting. So I just wanted to check in, let you know what's going on. We're getting a pretty shitty winter here in New Jersey. It doesn't look like I'll be out on the bikes anytime soon. But what are you gonna do? You know, we haven't had a bad one like this in a few years, so just gotta deal with it. But there's been two questions that have been coming up in the comments a lot that I figured I would just make a video and address. The first one is I've been mentioning that I need a new front suspension on old Lola back there. Now, I really didn't start doing much research yet, and people have been asking what I'm getting. Are there going to be videos? Am I going to install it? Well, the two brands that come to mind are the two big ones, either Legend or Progressive, and I'll be honest with you, it's all going to come down to price. I'm planning on doing it maybe the beginning of May. So however much money I could save up till then, and I'm going to do a little research. And if anybody knows any other brands they want to suggest, leave them in the comments down below. But right now I'm thinking either Legend or Progressive. Legend might be a little too rich for my blood. I don't know. And I really don't have to do it now because even when I could start riding again, she's fine around town. I just want to do it before I go on any long trips. So now the question of whether I'm going to do it myself, probably not. I've been getting comfortable doing a lot of work myself. I don't know if taking the front wheel off and doing a front suspension, if that's something I want to deal with. So I'm probably going to take it to the dealer. I know it's going to cost a lot of money, but it is what it is. I'm probably going to take it to the dealer just so I know it's done right. Will I make a video when I decide what I'm getting and, the whole process and do a review? Yeah. Of course I will, but again, that's not going to be till the beginning of May because I really don't need to do it until I plan on going for a long trip, and it gives me more time to save up money. So I know a lot of guys were questioning me about that, what's going on with the suspension thing. All right, now that leads me into question number 2, which has been, what is this year's road trip? Well, let me explain. What Bobby and I have been thinking, we had planned doing Texas last year, and then COVID screwed all that up. I went down to Tennessee by myself and hung out with my buddy John, Rolling Stone, and then I met up with Bobby on the way back, and we spent the weekend in Virginia, and we rode into North Carolina. So we were going to do the Texas trip this year. Now, right now, as we speak in February, our job, we work together, they still have travel restrictions on us due to COVID. If we were to go on vacation right now and leave the state, we would have to do a mandatory 2-week quarantine without pay when we get home. Now, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. That's a lot of money, 2 weeks without pay. A trip to Texas is going to cost money. Even splitting it 2 ways, we're going to be staying in hotels because Bobby's not a camper, which is fine. I'm going to do my weekend camping trips no matter what. We've always stayed in hotels, which is great, but it's going to run into a lot of money. And then to be home 2 weeks without pay afterwards, that's going to hurt. So, we've been discussing it a little bit, and we're just going to wait and see if any of those restrictions change. And we're probably going to make a late call again, which is also fine because we have our route planned. It's been planned since last year. We don't make reservations. We kind of just pick up and leave. He has to get his dog sitter. I just, have to make sure things are good around the house here. And so we don't have to call that until probably like the end of May if we had to wait that long to make a decision. I know a lot of people have been asking me that, what the road trip's going to be like this year. So tentatively Texas. I've also been getting a lot of questions about the Virginia Moto meetup, if I'm going to be down there. The way it's set up now, I believe that I have 2 weeks off in June. It's June 14th and the 21st. I'm not somewhere around there. They could be Mondays. That could be the dates we have off. So if that was the case, then we would probably leave on that Friday, June 11th, and I would be passing right through Virginia at the time of the Moto meetup. I haven't told Bob about this yet, but Bobby, if you're watching, remind me in work and we'll talk about this. So would I be able to swing by on that Friday? I might be able to, and at least say what's up to everybody and while we're going on our way out to Texas. I mean, I'd like to meet up with John too, on the way down. So that's a possibility. But again, this year, everything is up in the air. Now, do I agree with these policies? I don't talk any kind of politics on my channel, whether it's about this country or the corporate politics of my job. I'm not stupid. But those of you that know me personally know how I feel. And if I run into you on the road, I'll be sure to tell you how I feel about this situation. But right now, everything, like I said, everything's up in the air. I can't give a straight answer about that. It sucks. I mean, I love hitting the road every year. You guys know that. I love taking you all with me every year and showing you what life is like on the road. No matter what happens with the big road trip, I'll definitely do camping trips. If I have to stay in New Jersey, I'll stay in New Jersey. There's plenty of campgrounds here. If I could, I think I'm allowed to go to Pennsylvania. I don't know. It's just, don't get me started. So that's the two questions I've been getting. I wanted to check in and just, update you guys. And the last thing I just have to say is, I've also, a couple people reached out to me. I made that video about the high cost of living in New Jersey, and I'll put the card up right there. And some people kind of got, I don't want to say they got offended, but they, got in touch with me and said, oh, why are you ragging on New Jersey? And it's a great state. Hey, man, I'm born and raised in New Jersey. I'll always be a Jersey guy. It is a great state. We got the beach, we got the mountains, we got farmland, all within like an hour of each other. What I'm ragging on is the high cost of living. I know there's a high cost of living everywhere, but my little corner lot and 1,200 square foot house is not worth the property taxes I pay. When I do decide to retire, I probably won't be able to afford to live here. So that's my problem with New Jersey. I'm not really dissing New Jersey. I'm proud to be from New Jersey. Hell, I'm never going to lose this goddamn accent no matter where I move. I just want to get that out there for the people that, I don't know. I guess they thought I was a little too harsh on New Jersey, but yeah. Well, that's it for today. I'm gonna get out of this frigid garage and go inside and warm up. Just figured I'd come out here and visit my bikes and check in with you guys. I hope you're all staying warm. I know we're getting crazy weather all over the country. They're even getting cold weather down in Texas. That's, it's a harsh winter, but what are you gonna do? We'll get through it. Spring's right around the corner. As usual, thanks for watching Jersey Nick Moto. If you have not yet, please hit that subscribe button. We're inching up to 1,000 subscribers. That's always been a big goal of mine. I'd love to hit it. And thank all you guys for all the continued support. I'll see you in the next video. Keep your head on a swivel out there. Later.